Hello, I'm Haley, and welcome to another My NASA Data tutorial brought to you by NASA Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia. Today we are going to be focused on creating animations with the Earth System Data Explorer. In this tutorial, we're going to be focusing on rendering animations based on source Earth System Data Explorer information, as well as operating the media player with the rendered animation. So once again, we've launched the Earth System Data Explorer, and we will go ahead and choose a data set. So click OK. And now we need to decide what information we'd like to animate. And keeping in mind, animation is a very, very powerful tool, because if we're showing information to somebody else, it can show a lot of changes all at once very quickly. And it can really, it helps form a bigger picture. So once again, I'm going to use another hurricane example, because hurricanes are just, they're massive and they move over a lot of surface area within a few days. So an animation, for example, of a storm like Hurricane Irma will be very, very visual of what happened during that storm. So we're going to go to Dataset, Hydrosphere, and Daily Sea Surface Temperature. And to recall, Hurricane Irma was a very, very powerful storm from last year, 2017. It occurred from the 30th of August through the 12th of September. Although really it departed the west coast of Africa on the 27th of August as a tropical wave, and it completely charged across the Atlantic and slammed into the Caribbean before heading northward. Now, with this in mind, and this image provided by the National Hurricane Center Tropical Cyclone Report for Irma, we can take this information and go back to the Earth System Data Explorer, and as we may recall from previous video, hurricanes, when they pass over sea surface area, they decrease the temperature. So all of these colors are going to change as Hurricane Irma passes over. So go ahead, back out of this annotation window. And now I'm going to go ahead and select the region, and perhaps I'll zoom in a little bit on this mini map so I get a better slice of information. And I can really focus in on where I would like to look. So maybe as far north as there to, whoop, there we go, to the west coast of Africa, about there. And I'm going to check this and go ahead and update plot. So now we have this image. We can see the eastern coast of the United States, we can see the Caribbean, and we can see the Atlantic Ocean and where Irma passed over. So now, we don't really need to focus on date yet, because we'll do that in the animation window. We'll go to the top of our screen and we'll find Animate. Go ahead and select that, and you'll find a bunch of different options. All of these will just adjust the viewer. So, for example, if we look at plot options, if we were just doing this normally, it's the same exact thing as plot options. And for more information on that, please refer to the tutorial using data analysis tools with the Earth System Data Explorer. So I'm not going to go into much detail about that in this video, but if we wanted to change the color, we could do that. And when we're ready to go ahead and move on with this information, we'll go ahead and click OK. And I'm not going to adjust anything. I'm just going to leave it default. And I'm in a new window now. Now we can go ahead and select the time. So again, remembering August 27th of 2017 for the tropical wave, so we get the full picture. 2017, August 27th through, again, referring to the image. We're going to actually go with the 12th of September, since by that point the storm is very much onto land and we won't really see its effects anymore. So we'll go to the 12th. And we're going to say plot every first, however you want to word that, frame, so that it'll plot every day. If we were to say every 3 frames, we would, see it would be, first frame would be the 27th, the next one would be the 30th, and so forth. But because it's just day by day in a very short period of time, we'll go ahead and do every single frame. And we'll go ahead and use this because this is the variable we wanted, but we could adjust this to other variables too if we so wanted to. And we'll click submit. So now it's going to be loading this, and it's going to have to run through frame by frame each image until it's finished one run through. And you'll notice it says stop download up here. That's because it's loading, it's rendering, and once it stops, it'll smooth out, and you'll notice it's now looping. And the stop download option has disappeared. And now we have this really nice animation. So a couple things we could do. If we look, we can already see the path of Hurricane Irma. We can play this. If we start back at the beginning, we can use this option here, or we could use this option to go to the last frame, and it even gives us our number of frames. We could also do loop or play once. Going back to the beginning, additionally, we could go maybe a little faster, so now we really see this quickly. If we were like first showing this image or this video to somebody else, we say, look, and you can see very quickly this change in color. Now that you really know what to look for, this is where you could slow it down, and you can continue to slow it down. Because slowing it down will help you see it frame by frame, but if you don't know what to look for to begin with, then slowing it down may not be as helpful. And additionally, if you wanted to go back to the beginning, you could also just go frame by frame to see what happens. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to learn more about the MyNASAData Earth Systems Data Explorer, please check out our other tutorials at our YouTube channel.